am here with actor David Castro, who is currently starring on the Freeform channel's new show Shadowhunters.
That's right.
Why don't you talk a little bit about your new character, Raphael?
Yes, I play the aspiring leader of the New York vampire clan, Raphael Santiago. He's a very cunning, slick, clever vampire. He's a little pinch he's a little arrogant, conceited, but he has an honorable side to him, and he's a lot of fun, and I'm enjoying it. It's a great ride.
Now, normally when you're an actor, you can dig a little into your past to come up with some character traits. I would assume you're not a vampire.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
So, what have you done to kind of prepare yourself for that role?
Well, it's based on the book franchise called The Mortal Instruments, and I did briefly skim through it because they were saying that they were going by the books, and then they were like, we're not really going exactly by the books, but it kind of gives me an outside knowledge of my character. So I skimmed through it. I actually looked at another franchise called The Bane Chronicles, which actually there's a book in there that's based all around my character, and Magnus Bane, who saves my character. But also I looked at other characters and other projects, and kind of wanted to spice, give it my own spice and my own twist. So I brought it from my own personality, and I also looked at the guy who's Chuck Bass on Gossip Girl.
Right.
I saw his character. I was like, man, that's a cool character. So I try to incorporate little pieces of every character from other projects that I thought were interesting. So
nice.
And yeah, that's pretty much it.
And now you started acting at a young age. You were 5, right?
5 years old.
Your first commercial?
Commercial. I did a SpongeBob commercial. It was pretty funny. Actually, I think I got fired from that because I was so little, and they were like, "Yeah, if you do this, you'll get a toy, SpongeBob toy." And I was like,
Right.
"All right, well, I want the toy now," And being a little kid, yeah, exactly. So I'm like, "I want the toy now," and I threw a whole a fit. Because I didn't get the toy, so they're like, all right, let's get this kid out of here, let's get another kid. Give him the toy, and I got the toy, but I didn't get the job. So
5 years old,
5 years
you're
old,
already a diva, right?
I know, exactly, yeah. I'm not like that anymore.
No, that's good. We'll ask some of your other co-stars.
Yeah.
So you also had an interest in breakdancing, and that.
Yes. Breakdancing movie that I did?
Yeah, and
yes,
that's what actually got you the role, right?
Yeah, no, that was a movie called Palindromes,
okay.
Which was directed by Todd Solondz. Interesting film, but I was younger, and they were looking for a little kid who could dance, and that was me. I was a break dancer from a very young age.
Right.
I don't break anymore. I still do hip hop. I did competition dancing my whole life, choreography and stuff like that. We traveled around to different states and competed. So that really gave me the edge and got me the role. So it was cool. It helped me out.
Very cool. And you've also worked twice with John Leguizamo.
Yes. Yes, The Ministers, and I also worked with him when I was nominated for this project. It was called Where God Left His Shoes. I was 9 years old. I got nominated for Best Supporting Actor for the Imagen Awards, and that was a lot of fun. He's such an amazing actor and such a great guy. We had a lot of fun. He brought his dog to the set. He had a poodle, I think. His name was Cholo, and he would go running around, biting me everywhere, biting me in the legs and the butt. It was like it was crazy. It was fun though. He was a good dog. But yeah, John Leguizamo is such a great guy.
And you landed 2 award nominations, actually, correct?
Yes, I did. One for, it was a Spanish bilingual film called T.L. Poppy, which I got nominated for, and then Where God Left His Shoes.
What's that like, being a young performer and getting recognized not only once but twice?
Right.
For your work? That's.
It was motivating. I love what I do, and it was just a really big motivation to me that I have a talent and I wanted to pursue it. I had the chance to turn it down and graduate high school and go to college like all of my friends.
Right. And
I was like, I have a passion, I have a love, and I have a talent for this, and this is what I want to do, for the rest of my life. So I said, hey, you know what? I took that risk, and I went to California and started auditioning. And I live by the saying, if you want something you never had, you got to do something you never did. So, and that's what I did. I got up and I left, and I said, hey, this is what I got to do. So, and I did it, and here I am.
That's an actually very inspiring thing to say.
Yeah,
and,
Thank you.
I'm sure fans of the show will Well, enjoy that. What does it feel like to be a role model to people now that you are established and you're going to have fans following your career?
Yeah, it means a lot, because I know what it took to get here, and the sacrifices, not really being able to participate in high school activities, and kind of being a bit of the outcast, because you're a young kid in high school or middle school, and everyone's like, oh, he's an actor, he's in movies, and everyone gets these bad preconceived notions, and they judge a book by its cover, and it took some, like I said, some sacrifices, but it was definitely worth it, because this is what I love, and you got to make sacrifices for the things you love. So, but yeah, it means a lot to be a role model. If somebody has a talent, or somebody has a passion for something, don't ever let anyone tell you that you can't do it, because I have many people who said that he'll never make it, he'll never achieve that, he's a wannabe actor, he's this, he's that, and you just got to brush that off, ignore it, and stay focused.
Yeah, basically you have to have confidence in yourself before
Absolutely.
someone else is going to.
Exactly. Absolutely.
And now, what else can you tease about Shadowhunters? How many episodes are you in, or you can't really say? You want to keep going in your episodes. You don't want to tease too much, right?
It's so tough, man, because they're like, all right, you can't say this, you can't say that.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a lot of interesting relationships that Raphael, my character, creates.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of action, which I'm looking forward to because of the special effects.
Right.
I'm really into special effects, so I can't wait to see what they do with it.
What's been the most challenging thing?
I mean, it's not so much challenging. It's so much like, okay, having an imagination, because you're doing things that really aren't there, or your character's supposed to do something, and it's like, all right, you're here, and then you vanish, and you're over there. So it's like you have to put yourself in the imaginary world,
right?
So you can picture once it's complete, once it's done, you're gonna be like, oh, okay, so that's why I had to do that, so they could do it this way. So it really wasn't a challenge. It was a lot of fun, and I enjoyed it. I mean, I can't wait to see the special effects.
Yeah, sounds. Have you had a chance to see the first episode?
I did. I saw the second episode because they released it on the Shadowhunter app, which is cool.
Right.
Him hanging upside down, Simon hanging upside down. That was awesome. And I can't wait. I can't wait to see the rest of it. I know tonight they're showing that, even though we got to get a sneak peek of it.
Right.
And then next Tuesday, which is episode 3, that's another episode I'm looking forward to. But I can't say it too much. So
you want to be in an episode 4 and higher, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I very much appreciate taking time
so much,
to talk to me, and look forward to seeing you on the show.
Thank you so much, brother. Appreciate it.